Welcome to the Munk podcast, your sanctuary for self-discovery, personal growth, and emotional healing. I'm your host, Parag Lokande, a shadow coach, spiritual mentor, seeker, poet, and a student of life. This podcast is a heartfelt journey into understanding and embracing your true self. It is designed to help you navigate the complexities of the human experience with wisdom and compassion. Join me on a journey to self-discovery and personal growth as we explore the power of self-healing. Hey everyone, welcome back to episode 43 of the Munk podcast. I'm your host Parag, and today we're distilling the sense of all the insights we've explored in our previous episodes. We're going to squeeze the juice out of all the past episodes and put it into a practical, actionable mindset, if you will. In fact, you can even say today's episode is the real reason why I have recorded the past 42 episodes. Now, if you've joined us new, I just wanted to let you know that the best place to start listening is from the oldest episode to the newest, as all these episodes have been organized like chapters in a book. So it'll make more sense that way. In this episode, I'll be diving into the power of adopting a certain mindset or maybe even a stance towards life, and training yourself to hold a certain perspective as you navigate your day-to-day life. So really, it's about carrying this mindset with you no matter what life throws at you 24/7. Think of this perspective like your lenses, new lenses on reality, the filter through which you will begin to experience everything. Or even maybe a microscope that allows you to zoom in on deeper patterns beneath the surface. And when you wear these lenses 24/7, your world will start to shift in the most powerful ways you can imagine. So, as an analogy, imagine life is like this harsh sunlight, and you're wearing a pair of new sunglasses that filter out this harsh light. So let's call these lenses the anchor mindset. As what we want to do is really anchor ourselves into this mindset and look at everything in your life through these lenses. No matter what is going on in your life, you constantly keep seeing through these lenses. And that's the anchor mindset that we're going to be talking about today. So to help you understand this mindset, it's good to look at 4 key elements that comprise this mindset. In other words, let's break down this mindset into 4 powerful elements. And when you put each and every one of these elements into practice, collectively, you're in that anchor mindset. The first habit you need to get into is to start seeing triggers as teachers. It's very, very critical to look at every single trigger. And when I say that, I mean each and every trigger, however big, however small, every bit of resistance, every bit of disproportionate response, every bit of your body clenching towards something, every harsh judgment you carry, every passionate cult you follow. It does not matter, even if it's spiritual inclinations or attachments. If it is something that you would defend or find yourself attached to, every role or medal you wear with pride, including your attachment to your kids, your soccer team, your social club, or charity, it is very critical to look at each of these things that we identify with a deep sense of curiosity and to ask, why do I feel a certain way? That is, it is extremely critical to check if it actually controls you. So the first thing is, as soon as you get conscious of your triggers or resistance, or you can call them attachments, you immediately turn inwards to investigate them. Just literally ignore the external reality completely. Simply no point worrying about this inverted reality that's manifested around you. No point in trying to change it or judge it. And this is going to be extremely difficult at first. It's like a muscle you're training. It's going to be extremely difficult at first, but that is why you have to be committed to this. So, okay, let's say you're at a social event with your partner and you notice them laughing and engaging in conversation with someone else. Suddenly, you feel like a wave of discomfort, maybe anxiety or even anger. And your body tenses up, your mind's racing with thoughts like, do they find that person more interesting than me, or am I not enough, etc. You might be tempted to control the situation. And however you would usually do it, maybe by asking your partner to stop talking, if you get possessive, or ask them to withdraw, whatever. However this response is rooted for you, remember this is trying to change the external reality. You're trying to change the situation or judge your partner's actions. Instead of reacting outward, if you can pause and just turn inwards and simply ask questions like, why am I feeling this discomfort? What deeper insecurity or fear is being triggered here? Is this rooted in some past experience, or is this some sort of an abandonment issue or rejection? Or am I attaching my self-worth to how much attention I receive from my partner, etc., etc.? That is what it looks like when you turn it inwards. Believe it or not, the external, or what we've often referred to as the inverted reality, does not matter as much. It is like trying to make the reflection in the mirror smile. There is no point in trying to spend energy to do that. You rather invest that energy by turning inwards. So that's your first habit, seeing triggers as your teachers. The second habit to adopt or build is to seeing your body as your best barometer. At all times, literally getting into the habit to notice how your body is doing in relation to your surroundings, to your environment, or towards these triggers. Is there, let's say, tightness in your chest, or heaviness in your shoulders, or stitches, or drumming in your throat? Are there racing thoughts, or are you even feeling drained energetically? These are really emotions that are trying to knock your physical, mental, and energetic door of your body. They're simply trying to get your attention. As soon as you can notice how your body is doing, remove yourself from the trigger and sit down to investigate or process your feelings. Try to use that charge of those triggers to really process your emotions straight away. It's actually much easier to feel your emotions there and then because the trigger is really raw. Now, if that's not possible, which happens most of the time, remind yourself to journal your triggers in detail, and that's the key. Write down what exactly triggered you. Was it what someone said? Was it something you saw? Any smells or sights? Or particular words words were used, etc. And then when you get the chance, sit down and then try to recall these triggers by reading them back to you from your journal. Remember, the most important goal here is to feel your feelings. Now, however you get to that place, however it serves you, go for it. So the second point then is about never, never, never ignoring how your body is feeling, either emotionally or physically. So really seeing your body as your best barometer. The third habit is to make processing as your top priority. You have to carry an attitude at all times that the moment a trigger has surfaced, you want it out of your body once and for all. You have to see it as an opportunity to process and release the emotional charge. You have to see it as some sort of a divine timing or a precious moment of learning that life itself has brought it to you. Look at it this way. Okay, if something feels wrong with your body medically, you wouldn't ignore it, right? Or if something feels off with your car, maybe the engine starts making some funny, strange noise, or your brakes feel a bit off. Of course, you wouldn't ignore it, right? What about your kids? What if something's bothering them? You would jump on it straight away, isn't it? Well, this is no different. Processing your triggers have to become your top priority. It's like wearing the oxygen mask first before you can put it on someone else. So as soon as it has surfaced, you need to feel this burning uneasiness of not being able to address it. And that's your third habit that is so essential to build. That is processing as your top priority. And the fourth and the most important one, because this is the make or break of the anchor mindset, and that is rising above resistance. To adopt the anchor mindset, this is a given. I haven't met anyone yet who has not gone through this, including myself. So I speak from personal experience. To adopt the anchor mindset, you're going to be met with resistance. Your mind is going to play all sorts of tricks, and it is no different to joining a gym. You will literally have all types of resistance. I don't feel like it today, or this is taking too long. This is too much work. This is too painful. This is endless. Things are not changing fast enough. What if I'm breaking myself? What if I'll get lost in my emotions? What if I'm manifesting what I'm feeling? What if I'm making it all up? Can I just ignore it this one time? Can I just avoid this one trigger? Can I just eat food instead of this one time? Just this time. Can I blame this person or event? Maybe it's not about my trigger this time. Or this time, they were definitely wrong. So I have to show them their place. Or how dare they say such a thing? This is so obvious that it is their fault. Or anyone will get triggered by this. So it's not me. It's not my fault. Maybe I'm just in a relationship with a narcissist. See, the mind uses so many ways to bypass feeling your feelings. I have been through each and every one of these number of times. So this is absolutely normal and inevitable. So the mind will use so many ways to bypass feeling your feelings. In fact, the biggest one is spiritual bypass. If you haven't heard this term, it was a term coined by psychologist John Wellwood in 1980s, and it refers to the tendency to use spiritual practices, beliefs, or experiences to avoid facing unresolved emotional issues. In other words, instead of confronting painful emotions or engaging in deep inner work, a person might hide behind concepts like everything happens for a reason, or love and light, or in fact, this is where meditation is the most misused tool of our times. Instead of becoming a way to help you confront your pain by focusing on your pain, meditation has become a tool to avoid it. And you will often hear people who want to avoid their feelings where they will say things like, watch all thoughts as passing by, watch all emotions as fleeting, or you're not your emotions, you're not your thoughts, etc. Your mind is going to come up with infinite excuses, but no matter what the excuse, you need to keep pushing through all resistance. You need to keep rising above resistance. And in the gym too, resistance is literally the key to building muscles, isn't it? Guess what? With this work, you're literally working with your nervous system and making it elastic. It's actually a physical aspect of your body that you're building. You're making it elastic. Your whole body is getting a workout when you process your emotions. And eventually, after a long period of time doing this work, you end up with the most elastic nervous system that you will find in your surroundings. And people will naturally feel calm as they come in your presence. So by turning inward and processing difficult emotions rather than avoiding or suppressing them, you're essentially, literally strengthening your nervous system's capacity to handle stress and discomfort. Over time then, this process sort of creates that nervous system elasticity, which refers to your ability to move between states of activations and safety. Like, you can easily fall into aspects of fear, anger, anxiety, and then easily move towards calm, safety, peace, and joy with ease. When your nervous system becomes more regulated and resilient, your baseline state sort of shifts towards calmness and presence. And people around you can feel this energetic shift. You see, as humans, we are wired to co-regulate with each other. Just as we can feel the tension from someone who is anxious or angry, we can also feel the grounded energy from someone who has done this deep inner work and cultivated emotional stability. And why does this happen, you may ask? Well, it's very simple, because you're no longer reactive to triggers. Over time, your body is not stuck in fight or flight mode. Over time, your emotional charge is fully processed. It's not suppressed. You naturally then radiate safety and acceptance, isn't it? I feel this is the true meaning of emotional resilience. But unfortunately, it has been misunderstood as emotional avoidance or even emotional control. The more in control you are in your emotion, the more you're able to suppress or avoid or reject and stay level-headed, the more emotionally resilient you are. All of the above 4 points, all of the above 4 elements combined together make up that lenses, or the stance, or the mindset, or the perspective, whatever you want to call it, that'll help you stay focused inwards rather than looking out. I'm just calling it the anchor mindset to keep it simple. And these 4 elements, which are triggers as teachers, body as your barometer, processing as top priority, and rising above resistance. These 4 elements create a powerful framework for shadow work. By adopting this mindset, you're really able to consistently turn inwards. It's like a practice. Face your triggers with curiosity and rise above that resistance that is, be mindful, inevitably going to arise at all times. So before you come close to doing anything to do with shadow work, it is super, super essential to adopt this anchor mindset. Else you will miss out the precious material life is bringing to you. And what also happens is when you miss this precious material that life is bringing to you, is the next time it comes back, because it's going to. That's why the patterns happen. That's why we repeat the same things again and again. The next time it comes back amplified. It gets louder or bigger and more painful. Adopting this mindset where, you're consistently viewing triggers as your teachers or paying attention to your body as your best barometer, or you're prioritizing processing your emotions no matter what, and you're pushing through your resistance, is absolutely crucial for the success of your shadow work. Without this mindset, you just risk missing out on that precious material life is presenting to you for your growth. So shadow work is not just about addressing past wounds or emotions randomly. It's actually about embracing every opportunity for self-awareness, even when those opportunities come in uncomfortable or challenging forms. And when you look closely, there's plenty of this being brought to you by life on a daily basis. Without adopting this mindset, you might be too quick to react or defend yourself when trigger arises. You might bypass the very moments that are most crucial for your healing journey. This mindset is designed to help you embrace life's challenges as opportunities for self-discovery. Instead of running from that discomfort or resisting change, life is continuously providing you with the materials needed for growth. So you rather move towards it. And if you aren't fully present with these moments, you'll miss the chance to transform them into wisdom. So this mindset, you can say, allows you to stay focused inwards, where it lets you harness life lessons. Otherwise, if you really think about it, without this perspective, shadow work becomes a passive experience. It becomes some random journaling exercise or some pondering exercise, and the richness of your personal growth journey becomes limited. So why not let life bring you this material? Why not get into a dance with life, follow its flow and calling, and why not see everything in life as your teacher? So folks, as we wrap up today's episode, remember that adopting the anchor mindset is not just an approach for shadow work, it's a way of being in the world. It's about training yourself to see triggers as opportunities for growth, using your body's sensation as a map to your emotional landscape, making processing your emotions a priority, and by rising above the inevitable resistance that will arise, you will adopt this anchor mindset permanently. Life is literally constantly offering us the material we need to grow. It's in every trigger, it's in every emotional reaction, it's in every challenge. But without the right mindset, you might miss those opportunities. So don't let life pass you by. Embrace the discomfort instead, trust the process, and turn every challenge into a chance to sort of deepen your connection with yourself. If you're committed to this work, you will find that each step brings you closer to a more authentic version of yourself. So keep tuning in, stay present, and let's continue this transformative journey together. Until next time, keep working with life. Much love and take care.